What's up, Heritage, and welcome to our very first edition of the 5-Star News for the spring semester. I'm Jackson Bim.
And I'm Carter Smith. And Jackson, I know we've really been looking forward to hosting the news, and after a slight delay for the weather, the days are here.
Sure is. So let's start off with our announcement portion of the show. We like to call it What's Up, Heritage, and today it's brought to you by 5-Star reporters Emily Damron, Rory Pepper, and Ava Phillips. Take it away, ladies.
Thanks for that nice introduction, guys. I'm Rory, and this is Ava, and we have a few school announcements for you today.
You might want to grab a pen and paper and jot a few of these down so you don't forget.
We'll start things off with an item to note for seniors. If you haven't ordered your cap and gown for graduation, now is the time. Justin is waiting to hear from you, and you can find out more about the ordering process by checking out the Heritage website at hhsgenerals.com.
Moving on, upcoming juniors and seniors, if you're looking to tour the College Career Academy, there will be an upcoming showcase and tour January 25th from 6 to 8. Come and explore the College Career Academy.
Now to some sports news. If you're in the mood for some basketball, look no further than here at the Taj Saturday as our varsity boys and girls team play against the Southeast Whitfield. Time will be announced later in the week. Come out and show your support for the General.
Now let's get you over to Emily for the weather.
Thanks, girls. Now let's jump into our 4-day weather forecast. And I'll start off by telling you that Tuesday we're going to see wet weather with the high being 52 and the low around 48. Wednesday will continue to be rainy, the low reaching 56 and the high hitting 60. Thursday we'll have various thunderstorms with a high of 66 and a low of 58. Bring your umbrella. And Friday we'll have some more showers with a high of 68 and a low of 53. Bring your rain jacket and enjoy your weekend. Let's get you back to Jackson and Carter for more news.
Thanks, girls. Definitely a lot of things going around the school these days.
On to the news now, and Carter, our Student Government Association made a huge donation to the Catoosa County Children's Fund just prior to our long break for the snow and cold winter.
Yes, they did. Around $24,000, in fact, came from our Emperor of the Taj and SGA Mystery Box Foundations.
That's a lot of money. 5-Star reporters Parker Scott and David Butler talked with Miss Petties and a few others about the huge donation. Take it away, guys.
Hey guys, if you're in here, can I just have your attention, please? All right, so you guys know that our student government has chosen the Catoosa County Children's Fund as the charity that they work toward. And they've got a couple of events where they work toward raising money for the Catoosa County Children's Fund, which stays in our county and serves the kids in our area. So the first thing is the Emperor of the Taj during homecoming. So we've got our Emperor candidates back here. So during homecoming week, these guys, plus Crew Norman, who's sick, and their teacher sponsors and their parents worked really hard to raise money for the Children's Fund. They raised over $20,000.
Well, we're fortunate to have Heritage High School raise a tremendous amount of money for our Children's Fund. It's a fund that we use for various reasons for families that might need help with the rent, with utilities, medical expenses, just a wide variety of things that come up. And like Mr. Bradford alluded to, this money stays in the county. It's for our students, and it just over $24,000 is so impactful. It's going to go such a long way, and words can't express how grateful I am.
So we raised about a little more than $24,000, close to $25,000 through the Emperor competition and during homecoming week, but also through our Mystery Christmas raffle sale. We raised about $2,000 during that as well, and we combined both of those. All the money that we raised for both of those, and we write a big fat check to the Catoosa County Children's Fund, which we are going to be able to present to the Children's Fund today.
Well, as always, I'm proud to be a general, and I'm just really in awe of what the student government and our Emperor candidates and those teacher sponsors were able to do. Worked so hard to raise close to $25,000 for the children of Catoosa County. And as principal, in my role, I do get to see where that money goes, and I see the families that are struggling and the kids that are struggling, and it can be such a help.
It felt great. I mean, a lot of my friends were in the competition with me. We had a fun time doing it for the week we did it. Came out on top, but really doesn't matter. We raised a lot of money for the for the fund that we were doing it for, and we all had a great time doing it. It's a great feeling knowing that we all competed, raised that much money for something that's in need like this.
So it's really appreciated.
Their hard work is appreciated. I'm just so proud of everybody rallying around them. When we're raising money to help other people and these fundraisers just take off, it just makes me proud to be a general.
Congrats and great job to everybody that helped donate the money.
Moving on now to some more news about Mr. Wynn and our Heritage of Legion Generals band.
Yep, they were down in Athens, Georgia last week participating in a concert called Janfest.
Not sure what Janfest is, but luckily for us, 5-star reporters Courtland Babin, myself, and Aaron Bilberry talked to a few band members about Mr. Wynn and their performance.
Last May, the Heritage High School Wind Ensemble received an invitation to perform as a featured guest ensemble at the University of Georgia's Janfest Honor Band. And this past Thursday, we actually got to go and perform on one of the best stages in Georgia for 1,200 high school honor band students and their band directors and their families. It was a pretty amazing experience. We did a great job. We got soloists, Phil Smith, who's world-renowned trumpet player, and Dr. Josh Bynum, who's the trombone professor at UGA, performed with us on a piece called Fandango. It was a little frustrating that we only had one rehearsal the whole week due to the ice and the rain out and the snow out, but the students pulled together and did a fantastic job for that performance at Janfest.
Way to go, guys and girls.
Finally, Carter, how'd you do on your report cards last semester?
Pretty good, I guess. You?
I got A's and B's.
Well, we here at the Taj wanted to find out how some of you guys did, so we sent our reporters out, Ethan Nutt and Richard Mazinga, to find out. Take it away, guys.
Hello everyone, and who are we here with?
Kinsley Cheatham.
Alright, and so I'm going to ask you a few simple questions. You proud of your report card?
I am.
And what was your highest grade that you got?
I think a 97.
What class was that?
I don't know if I remember.
Unfortunate. You get any other higher grades?
Higher than that, no.
Well, sorry, I did not mean to say higher, I meant to say high.
Yes.
Like what?
Most of my grades were 92s, 91s, and 93s.
That is really good.
Thank you.
Good job. Alright, and who are we with?
Johnny Holloway.
Okay, and do you have a good grade you're proud of in your report card?
The last time I looked, I think I got 86, maybe. Not really high grade, but, it's good in my books.
Better than an actual class that I get grades in. What class was it?
I really forgot, honestly. I looked this morning, I just completely forgot.
Seems like we have pretty forgetful people. Is there any other grades you're proud of?
Yes, I think in one of my computer classes I got maybe an 80. It's better than most grades I got.
Indeed. Alright, and who are we with?
Austin Campbell.
And what was your highest grade on your report card?
I think it was like a 98.
And what class was that?
It was either in the top G's class, the GOAT himself, Mr. Green, or some other person's class.
Coach Green is amazing. I agree.
Yes.
And did you get any other high grades that you're proud of?
I'm not proud of my report card. I got an 88. I'm so mad about that. You realize how mad I am? I am so mad. Think about it. An 88. It was so close to being all A's.
Looks like almost everyone we talked to did pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't talk to me.
Oh, be quiet, Carter. Now, enough about us. Let's go to a quick commercial.
Okay, but hang around after the commercial because Andrew Moore and Beef Ford will join us for sports.
They'll recap that big basketball game last Friday against Sonoraville.
Stick around. Sports is next.
Welcome into sports, everyone. I'm Owen Karstens.
And I'm Court Babbitt, and we're going to be your source for sports this spring semester here on the show.
Sure are, Court, and we'll start today off with some round ball.
Yep, Coach Height and Coach Elkins' squads were in action this past Friday against Sonoraville, right here in the Taj.
And this one had a lot on the line for standings inside the region.
How did our teams fare? Let's check out the game's recaps.
Yeah, big win for us on Friday at home against Sonoraville. This is a game that we dropped last year here against them, so it was always a big circling point on the schedule. So good win for us moving forward. Obviously puts us at 4-0 in the region, which is huge, and trying to get to that 1 seed, which is our ultimate goal before the tournament. Got some offensive contributions from a lot of people. Of course, Kayla does a good job of setting the tone and the pace of the game, so she did a good job there. I thought we got assists from many different players: Tori, Macy, Bailey, and Kayla as well. And then, of course, Cam knocking down shots on the perimeter really loosened up the D a little bit for us and let our interior players make some plays, Macy and Tori inside. And I thought Bailey did a good job defensively. I thought Reese gave us a lot of good minutes, even though she was injured. Defensively, did some good things. And then, of course, Georgia gave us some good minutes off the bench as well. And so did Emma. So I thought all those players played a huge role in the win.
We played Sonoraville Friday and we won. It was a good win and it made us #1 in the region, which is good. We passed the ball really good and had a good offensive game.
I felt that win was really big for us because now we're #1 in region and hoping to stay that way.
Game Friday, we knew going in the Sonoraville was really good. Had a great opportunity to put ourselves in a good spot in the region standings, but didn't work out. They came in, played really well, really good defensively. They shot the ball, had a really high percentage, and we didn't. It's just kind of how the game goes, If you hit shots, usually you come out victorious, and they hit way more than we did. Definitely some things to clean up. Not one of our better performances, so we'll look to get back on a winning track Tuesday against Central.
We could have improved on playing better defense, like always. Couldn't really put the ball in the hole either, except for Deb. Shout out to Deb. Deb popped off a game, We should have gave Deb the ball more. He was just feeling himself, hitting threes left and right, bodying people in the paint, getting his own boards, and ones, all of that. So definitely hit Deb more, hit him down low, and just make shots and play some defense.
By our defense a lot and not giving them 8 3 balls, just our defense and rebounding and boxing out.
On to wrestling, and Coach Kraft's guys took part in their region tournament the weekend before last.
Yes, we did, and this year only the top 2 teams in the tournament qualify for state.
Yes, and that's really tough for a region as tough as ours, Court.
Yep, but we wrestled pretty well and came really close to qualifying.
How close? Here's 5-Star Sports reporters Carter Smith and Deacon Lewis with the region recap.
We competed in the Region Duels Championship this past weekend, and we hosted it here at Heritage. It went well overall. Our team really stepped up to the challenge. We were seeded 4th overall, and we eventually finished in 3rd place. We wrestled Sonoraville starting off, and had a good match with them and advanced to the semifinals. And in our region is one of the toughest in the state. We have this returning state champion in there, Central Carroll, and we had to wrestle them. We wrestled them tough, but we ended up losing and got knocked down into the consolation bracket. But we battled back through. We wrestled in the consolation semifinals at Cedartown and had a very close match with them.
So this past weekend we had region duels. We come one match away from making it to state, but we got a good idea of who we're gonna see at the region individuals. So I'm pretty happy about that.
This year, only the top 2 teams come out of the region. The last 2 years, the top 4 teams could come out of the region to go to state, which really helped our region because last year, of the top 8 teams in the state, 4 of them were from our region. So that's how tough our region is.
Interesting indeed. And now to some news coming from our Legion of Generals band.
Yep, several Mr. Wynn students received a pretty big honor earlier this week.
Sure did. In fact, 5 members earned positions at the GMEA All-State Ensemble.
Congrats are in order for Abigail Stoitzner, Nicholas Anachondo, Clara Beth Elsenrath, Hayden Buckman, and Raleigh Case.
True that. And we talked to Mr. Wynn and a few of the All-Staters earlier in the week to get their reactions to their accomplishments.
This past Saturday was our GMEA All-State Honor Band audition. Students had to qualify to be able to go this Saturday, so they went a couple months ago in December and did the first round of the All-State audition. Those who earned the right to go to the second round got to go. We were really excited to get a fantastic crew to make the honor band and 2 alternates.
All-State really requires a lot of work during your own time outside of school. So there's a lot of kids from all over the state auditioning to get a very select few spots. So you're really competing in the best of the best to get into it.
Basically what we do is we just, they give us the music a few months in advance, and then we practice that music, and we do an etude, which is like a song, and then we do 2 sight readings, which is like they give us music, and then we just play it. So then we also do scales. So that means like just a series of notes. We just play those, and how well we play those, we get scored on that, and then we get placed in a hierarchy called chairs.
No, I'm very proud of these guys. Earning a spot in the top All-State band is phenomenal, and these guys did a great job representing heritage, teaching everybody how to be a general.
Good stuff for sure. And with that, we have wrapped up our first show now, Jackson.
Yes, we did, but we'll be back next week with a brand new report.